Mike, Sports, Vibes. Thank you for vibing with the bull. The steep fall of the running back position. And this is crazy to me because I feel like the running backs need to get more respect. Dalvin Cook is being disrespected. Hopefully by the end of this video, Dalvin Cook signs a deal. But you know who I got on the back wall. That's Adrian Peterson, the greatest running back, in my opinion, of all time. That's just my opinion. I'm a Minnesota Viking fan. But they need to put some respect on the running back position's name. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, dynasties were made by the running back position. The NFL wouldn't be where it's at right now if it wasn't for the running back position. So this value that they're putting out there when it comes to the running backs is just quite disrespectful to me. And if they know what they need to do, they need to have a separate type of pay for the running backs. Because yes, the running backs are the ones that get hurt the most because of the position that they're in. But don't make it as they're not valuable. Because if you have to draft a running back in the first round to get over the top to win a Super Bowl, you do what you have to do. If you have to draft a running back in the second round to get over the top to win a Super Bowl, you do what you have to do. Dalvin Cook, even though you can say what you want, he lost a step. At the end of the day, Dalvin Cook is still at the top of his game. I don't care what anybody says. He rushed for over 1,100 yards, and he's being disrespected by them not giving him the type of money that he deserves. And at the end of the day, I'm riding with the running backs, man. I'm riding with the running backs, man. I hate hearing, oh, don't draft a running back into the 6th round. See, this is the problem. I'm going to tell you this right now. The NFL has changed, right? It's more of an air. They throw in the ball a lot more, right? But the NFL hasn't really changed in a way. When Tom Brady was winning his Super Bowls, Corey Dillon was getting a lot of tough yards for him to continue that drive to get that game-winning field goal. A lot of these running backs, like I said, literally created dynasties. You can say what you want about Emmitt Smith, because I don't like the Cowboys. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like the Cowboys. If he was a Minnesota Viking, I would like Emmitt Smith. But he was a freaking stinking behind Cowboy. I can't stand the Cowboys. I can't stand the Bears. I can't stand the Lions. Matter of fact, I can't stand any team that's not a Minnesota Viking because I'm Skol all day. That's what I am. That's what I am. And I'm gonna talk my talk regardless of what anybody feels. I'm gonna keep it respectful, but I can't stand any other team, especially the Packers. If it ain't the Minnesota Vikings, it ain't about nothing to me. But let me talk that talk, though. All jokes aside, right? One of the greatest running backs of all time is Emmitt Smith. Debatably, you could say he is the best running back of all time. You know what I mean? He created that dynasty in the 90s. If it wasn't for Emmitt Smith, I'm going to say it right now. The Cowboys would not have, that wouldn't be a dynasty. I don't care that they drafted Michael Irvin. I don't care about any other player on that team. I know they had a good defense. I know. I'm not going to name the players because this video is going to be too long. Emmitt Smith made that offense click. If you can't stop Emmitt Smith, good luck beating the Cowboys back in those days. Michael Irvin over the top. It was just too hard. They won 3 Super Bowls. Emmitt Smith is the all-time rushing leader with 18,355 yards, man. And we're still sleeping on the running backs? And guess what? He was a first-round pick. I know times has changed, but put some respect on the running back's name. I'm trying to tell you. Won 4 rushing titles. And, oh, I forgot this part. He was the Super Bowl MVP. One of those Super Bowls, he won the MVP. Running backs deserve respect, y'all. I don't care about it's all about throwing the ball. No, when it's time to get those tough yards, you give it to the running back. The Seahawks would have 2 Super Bowls if they would have gave it to Lynch. If they would have gave it to the Bull instead of Russell Wilson throwing it when you were only 3 yards from the end zone, they would have had 2 Super Bowls instead of 1. They would have had 2 Super Bowls instead of 1. How many Super Bowls do you think the Cowboys would have if Emmitt Smith was not on the team? I know they had a great offensive line. I understand that. But Emmitt Smith was a freaking beast. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Number 22, Emmitt Smith was a beast. So put respect on the running back's name. And like I said, he was a first-round pick. Going to Barry Sanders, I don't like the Lions, but I got to put some respect on the great Barry Sanders, man. I got to put some respect on the great Barry Sanders' name. You know what I'm saying? Fourth all-time in rushing with 15,269 yards, man. Come on, man. He won 1 MVP. And 2 times he was the offensive player of the year. And I just want to say this right now. For the Lion fans, y'all can all agree with me. And I'm a Minnesota Viking fan. I'm giving them credit. I'm giving respect when respect is due. I got to give you the respect. Barry Sanders made the Lions. If it wasn't for the Lions, if it wasn't for Barry Sanders, there probably wouldn't even be a dang on Lions team at this point. That's how great and what he has done for the Lions. He put the Lions on the map. He put the thing on Detroit Lions on the map. That's how great he was. Put some respect on the running back's name, y'all. And guess what? He was a first-round pick. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? At the end of the day, if you have to get your running back, I know there's potentially a short career with the running backs. I understand that. But there's a potential chance with any position. Anything can happen. But the running backs deserve more respect than what they're getting. They're so undervalued right now in today's NFL. I would not be mad if we drafted a running back, and as a Minnesota Viking fan, in the first round. Adrian Peterson was a first-round pick, and look what he accomplished. I'm just saying, man. Put some respect on the running back's name, man. We got to stop this. We can't draft the running back until the 6th or 5th round. Don't use the first round. Don't use the second. Don't waste the second round pick. If you could get him in the 6th round, man, if that push you over the top and get you a Super Bowl, you do what you do. You do what you have to do. But like I said, the NFL would not be where it's at if it wasn't for the running back position. Hold on, man. Hold on, man.
Mike Sports
I know I'm talking that talk.
Thank you for vibing with
Thank you for vibing with the bull. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And y'all probably saying, nah, bruh.
Nah, bruh. Nah.
We not drafting the running back in the first round. Mike, what are you talking about? What I'm saying is, if you have to draft, if you just need one player to get over the top, to win a stinking Super Bowl, and it's a great running back, and you truly believe if he's healthy, he can be an all-time great, like a Emmitt Smith or a Barry Sanders or an Adrian Peterson or a Frank Gore or a LT or what, you know what I'm saying? Then you do what you have to do. The running backs, like, they got to stop disrespecting the running back position, man. My third running back that I wanted to talk about that was an all-time great, and he's the second leading rusher in NFL history. And it was, unfortunately, is with the stinking Bears. No disrespect. I don't like the Bears. They're in my division. It is what it is. Skull all day. But I had to put respect on Walter Payton's name because he is simply amazing. I can't hate on that. Simply great. And guess what, y'all? The common denominator is he's a first-round pick. I know it's back in the day, but still, right now, if you have to draft a great running back right now in the first round, do what you have to do. Because that running back, I guarantee you, is going to do more than some of these other players. I'm trying to tell you right away, actually. So he rushed for over 16,726 yards, led the NFC with 96 points in 1977. And that's a great stat. But this right here won the NFC rushing title 5 straight years from 1976 to 1980. I'm going to just say this right now, man. What he was doing was simply amazing. And like another thing, rushed for 1,000 yards in 10 of his 13 seasons. The guy was a straight baller. Put some respect on the running back's name. This is what this video really should be called. Put some respect on the running back's name. I don't care what nobody says, man. The running backs deserve respect. I feel bad for Dalvin Cook because it's like, dang, like he's still worth it. He's still got a good 3 years left, man. And I'm not saying Dalvin Cook is on the level of Emmitt Smith. I'm just using it as an example. Put some respect on the running back's name because They're still valuable in today's NFL. I don't care that we're throwing the ball a lot more. I don't care about none of that. When it counts the most, when it comes to them trenches, when you're trying to get a little field goal, get close enough to get a field goal, you only need a couple of yards, you give it to the running back just to make sure that ball is safe. When you're trying to get a touchdown, it's the Super Bowl, and you're a yard away from the end zone, you could win that game. There's only 3 seconds left, and you got to get a touchdown. Instead of doing that quarterback sneak, you might give it to the running back. I'm just using that as a couple examples. And Dalvin Cook, like I said, is very valuable still. He has a good 3 years left, and he's not getting the right deal. And I hope when I put this video out, if he didn't already, I hope he gets a deal soon, because I really do feel some type of way that the running back position is not being respected. And like I said, Adrian Peterson. Now, just to name some more running backs, right? Like Adrian Peterson was a first-round pick. He's 5th all-time in rushing yards. And we all know who Adrian Peterson, all day, the best running back, debatably, in NFL history. You know, to number 28. Hope he retires. Hope he stays retired. You know what I mean? Another guy, 3rd overall, Frank Gore. Like, I didn't even know Frank Gore was so consistent. He's 3rd overall all time. My 2nd favorite running back of all time is LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's 7th in rushing. Great player. Like, these running backs deserve respect, y'all. And leave in the comments below. I know I probably missed a lot of other great running backs. I'm just naming some running backs, right? Leave in the comments below. What do you think about what I'm saying? Should we start putting more respect on the running back's name? Because like I said, if you need to draft that running back in the 1st round to get your Super Bowl, you go do it. Because even the great Tom Brady needed a running back to get some of his Super Bowls. That's all I got to say, man. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for vibing with me. I really appreciate you. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you are a Minnesota Viking fan. And one more announcement, right? After every single Minnesota Viking game, I am going live. So I hope each and every one of you tune in. And we're going to talk that talk. If we lose or win, we're going to talk that talk about the game event and just have fun, man. It's going to be very, very lit after every game. It might not be right after the game, but trust and believe I'm going live after the game so we can talk our talk. Go Vikings, man. Skol. Put some respect on the running back's name. And I'm out.